Here we go. We're back. And let's just run through everything real quick, power it up real quick, and set it up and get out of here. Standby power, battery, emergency lights can come on, and we have ground power available. Let's back over to nav on both IRSs, and we should have within 5 minutes the FMS ready to go. Alright, there we go. That's good. So I'm going to run through this real quick, guys, if you don't mind. Pausing it. Where are you? MKJP. That's Kingston, Jamaica. Oh, that's nice. The scratchpad kept the typing even though there was a message over it. That's good to know. So Zibo did make a lot of improvements here. See? Kept this also in the scratchpad. And all I have to do is put in the destination. Good deal. And go to the next page on the route. I'm going to type this in quick. Yeah, you're right, man. I'm glad my PC didn't fry. No joke. Because it's bad, you know. SAVEM. Save them. And direct URSUS. So that's a shortcut. I think that's the only 2 waypoints you have to put in. Activate that. Cool. Departure was Amico 1. Runway 12. Execute. Arrival is Decal 5. URSUS transition. And 28 right is where we want to land in Fort Lauderdale. Execute that. Go to legs. We have to wait until that comes up. So in the meantime, let's punch in the boarding. Hold on. Let's go to menu, advance, start the boarding process. Good. And we can put in the weight and fuel here. Alright, weight and fuel. What did we need for this flight? We're using kilos on this, by the way, so we're using 7.2 kilo in fuel. And the payload on this was 11.1. And his fuel weight was 52.5. There you go. Perfect. So that's in. So all we have to do is wait on the IRS to align, and we can put in our init stuff and run through our flight plan to make sure it's good. Actually, no, yeah, we gotta wait on that. So hey, yeah, HT simulation had a power outage, as I suspected would happen, you know. But we're back up and running. Let me make sure that my saved Southwest announcements was in here. Menu, advanced, announcements. Yeah, I think 7 was Southwest. Yeah, we're good. We're still in. Alright, and light up the APU in the meantime. Get that fired up real quick. Once that's coming up, let's set the window heat. Let's set our altitude, 38,000 feet. Good to go. Turn on a no smoking sign. Turn on the galley power. And turn on the position lights on there. So that is awesome. I hear the APU firing up. That's good. We got 1 minute left on the IRS alignment. So we should be almost there. And let's go ahead and kick on all the fuel pumps in the meantime anyway. And everything in the overhead is ready to go for now. Can't get over how good these lights look. Beautiful, beautiful texturing on this 4K cockpit here. Alright, and it was 101 on the ATIS was 1012. Good. And squawk code was 6760. Alright, that's good. And here comes IRS's. Perfect. So let's run through this plan real quick. Plan and step through it. Take off out of Kingston. Turn back at direct to Savum. Ursus, CBV, decal. Perfect. Flight plan is absolutely good. Do our init ref. 0 fuel weight is set. Reserves was 1.0. Cost index was 6. Cruise level was 380. This is going to be the quickest setup of a Zibo airplane ever. The wind at top of climb, I said that was going to be 263 at 37 knots. And it was minus 51 degrees on the ISO deviation. Oh, minus 51 Fahrenheit. This FMC is getting better and better and better, I could tell you. Oh, here we go. Sorry, wrong things. 18,000 transition. Execute. Outside air temp set. We're going to derate down to 96. Perfect. Takeoff is going to be flap 5. And our CG is going to be 4.5 on the trim. 31, 32, 42. 4.5 is set. 142 is 157 on the climb out speed. Sorry if I'm not paying attention to chat. Just want to get the setup real quick so we can get out of here. Takeoff is going to be 120 on the heading. And then we're going to get vectors back around. 5,000 feet. Hey, I think we're almost ready to go here, man. Yeah, it's pretty cool about saving the settings. I definitely like that. Absolutely love that. Alright, let's go ahead and set them down. Turn on the electric pumps. Go over to APU. Turn on the blades. And cool down the cabin. Nice. Alright, we can call for pushback, man. I think we went through this like a bat out of hell.
Drone to cockpit. Please show me where you want to go.
I want to go right there, brethren. There you go.
Drone to cockpit. Tow is driving up.
Awesome, awesome. So the tow truck is coming. There he is. Awesome. Didn't even notice the Air Jamaica hangar over here with the Caribbean Airlines in there. It's pretty cool. Nice. Alright, let's go back to the map mode. The range is 5. Let's set the range over here to about 40. Perfect. And looking at the overhead, everything that needs to be on is already on. So we are good. We are going to be good. Let me just make a quick announcements here.
Okay, outdoors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
Welcome aboard. They're going to be underway shortly for the first leg. These 3 wonderful flight attendants, give them their attention as we push and taxi. They're going to give you plenty of attention and ready. Enjoy the flight. We'll talk to you once airport.
Yeah, I'll hit the lights here in a sec. Alright, we can sit them down. We can turn on the anti-collision. That's good. And turn on the transponder.
Flight attendants prepare for departure, cross-check and all call, thank you.
Perfect. Good deal. Good to go. Alright, looks like the rain outside is cleared up.
And bypass been inserted. Release parking brake.
Alright, parking brakes coming off. Yeah, hopefully no more power outage going forward. Just like Florida, you have a storm come through rain havoc for like 10 minutes and then like it never happened afterwards. So that's what we're looking at right now. It's pretty cool out there. Alright, we got Kingston radar. Okay, that's good. It's still online. 1254. 125.4. Alright, let's start up some engines here. Let us turn off the packs and put ground to engine number 2. And we got it spinning over.
Good afternoon, welcome aboard Southwest Airlines. We ask that you do us a big favor, make sure your carry-on luggage is completely underneath the seat in front of you or in one of the overhead bins. Shortly after takeoff.
Alright, engine 2 starting up. Get to 18%, 90%. Once we get to 21, we're good. We could introduce some fuel in this thing. There we go.
Your card in your seat back pocket. If you have a condition that would prevent you from performing the functions listed on the card, let us know. We will be happy to receive you. Ladies and gentlemen.
I just hear somebody cough. Alright, starter cutout is coming up. There we go, N1, good. We can start up engine number 1.
Turned off. We have everyone take their seats and put their seatbelts on. After that photo.
Yeah, the scenery is nice, man. It's by Runway 28 Designs. It's not bad at all. Can't complain about it. Alright, and let's go ahead and introduce fuel. We are at 20% N1. Let's do that. See if we could listen to this engine spin over. Yes, there it goes.
Will you pretend to have your attention for just a moment? We'd like to point out the safety features.
All right. Got a British Airways 777 ahead in front of us here. Nice. It's not completely at the gate, but hey. All right, starter cutout on engine number 1. And all we want to do is wait until it goes up to about 20%, and then we know it's stabilized, and we'll just switch over the gens on this thing.
Operation complete. Set parking brake.
Parking brake set. Nice.
Disconnecting tool. Standby.
Alright, engine gens, come on. Pitot heat can come on. Turn off the APU bleed, turn on the engine bleed, and the packs. We have the altitude set, and the window heat is on. We can turn on the yaw damper now. We can go RTO on this. Arm the flight directors. And we're set up here. We can arm the LNAV and VNAV. And let's go to flap 5. And if you guys don't already know, there's a flap indicator right here on the 737. Leading edge is coming out. And all the other flaps coming out. There you go. Yep, no wing
Tool is
clippings.
disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal on the right. We'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
Perfect, sir. Thank you. And trim is set. We can do our climb power right there, so we'll know. And so we're armed on the squawk code. Here goes a tow truck. And we can do a quick checked left, right, down, up, rudder, rudder. Good to go. And there he is. Oh, did we remove parking brake? Yeah, there we go. Thank you, sir. Awesome. And let's make sure. There you go. It is good to go. Alright, we're ready to taxi. Not a bad turnaround considering the disaster we just had. And the center is 1254. Let's turn over to him. Yeah, I'm liking this cockpit here. I really am. I like the center console, how they redid that with the lights in the back, and the shading and everything is right. This 4K, it definitely is worth it. It is good. I like that. Let's turn off the systems here. Good. And Kingston radar, Southwest 2806, ready for taxi, runway 12. Is he on? Is Kingston radar on? Is he? 1243, 1254. I think I have it wrong. Oh, 125.4. I need to do that. There we go. One 125.4. Kingston radar, Southwest 2806, ready for taxi with the weather. Didn't see it connect there. See him up, 125.4. Is there a volume control here? No. 125.4 is in the active. Let's just make sure. Yeah, he's up, but let's do that. And let's recycle this radio stack here. There we go. I think he's connected now. And good evening, Kingston radar, Southwest 2806, ready for taxi, runway 12 with the weather.
Runway 06, taxi for holding point, runway 12.
Taxi Alpha to the holding point, runway 12, Southwest 2806, thank you. Alright, there he is. He's on. Ready to go? Let's get out of here. Airplane should roll on its own, and it is. I love the mod just for that realistic way. It just rolls on its own without me putting in any throttle or anything like that. Yeah, this is a beautiful scenery. This is done by Runway 28 Designs, and it is awesome. Alright, we might want to put on our taxi light here. Yeah, there we go. Taxi light is on. And let's just give it some gas and get out of here. Oh, I don't need to do that. What am I doing? I need to kill the APU. There we go. Our APU is dead. Look at the ground textures on this. It is nice. Nice, nice, nice. Alright, we're going to be taxiing straight ahead all the way down there to the end of the runway, and that's going to be runway 12. Good to go. Yeah guys, this is if you're just joining me, this is 3.27, and it is really nicely done. No problems I've seen so far with it, except for the reflections. A little bit overdone on a couple of the areas, including the seats, but hey, we'll deal with that, man. And it is taxiing smooth. Let's get out of the way of the wingtips here. Those engine looks, yeah, awesome. Awesome. F-Mod still sounds good and original and sounds the same. It is definitely dope, you're right. Now if only X-Enviro updated their stuff as much as anybody else does, including Zibo, we'd be happy. Looking across the bay to downtown Kingston over here. Yeah. It's all of downtown Kingston right there. How fast am I going? 19 knots? That's not bad. That's a typical Southwest taxi for you. See some additional textures on the wing here. I think you could see it from this angle. These little things on the wing weren't there before. Look at that. All these little static discharge ports, I think that's what they are. Could be wrong. Let me get back on center line. That's new. Supposedly the flight model is also updated by Torquester. So updated flight model, updated FMOD, updated terrain radar, which I do need to turn on right now. Traffic is on. Let's turn on the terrain. There you go. Don't need any weather radar because there's no weather expected until we get into Fort Lauderdale. So, all right. So terrain radar works. That is good. And it is taxiing as straight as it can get. Whoa, 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 whoa. Slow down on a taxi here. Alright. Let's set them all down. Lights can come on. Normally turn off can come on. Taxi light is bright. Continuous here. And let's turn on the anti-collision. I'm sorry, it's already on. Let's turn on the strobes, I should say. And let's set them down. And we're just going to hold at the holding point up here. Alright, slow down. We got approach on 120.8. Let's switch over to approach. Hold on. 120.8. There you go. Perfect. Alright, so we have RTO on the auto brakes, flap set, trim set, lights are on. Cabin crew is warned that we can turn on the clocks and then hold right here and get our clearance from Kingston approach. Actually, you know what? No. We got to go back to radar. That's Montego Bay. I'm sorry. I apologize. And Kingston radar. Southwest 2806, holding short runway 12, ready to go. Wind is calmer now than before.
Southwest 206, pressure flying heading 125, clear for takeoff runway 12. Wind data is available. National wind 14 degrees 1 knot.
Okay, heading 125, clear for takeoff, runway 12, Southwest 2806. Alright, here we go. Alright. Let's get out of here. We can turn on the auto throttle. Good. Alright, here we go. Rolling takeoff. 40% N1 speed coming up. Airspeed's alive.
80 knots.
80 knots checked.
V1 rotate.
Alright, and bring up the nose gently. And there we go.
Positive rate.
Gears coming up. And we're going to fly runway heading on this.
400.
400 is checked. It is windy. Wow, it is very windy coming out of here. Look at that. Man, look at the ocean. It's beautiful. That is very windy coming out of here. Hard to maintain. Wow. Alright. Smoothing out. Let's go heading select on this. Good, and follow that. It is very windy coming out of here. Alright, let's nose down and speed it up a little bit so we can go flaps clean on this. Wow. We're getting tossed around here.
Passing 600. Continue your climb, flight level 380. Maintain present heading. Expect a left course.
Present heading, flight level 380. Expect turn shortly. Southwest 2806. Alright, doing a runway heading. And we're going to continue to climb all the way up to 380. We're getting cleared for. We're in the clouds. There we go. And we can do complete flaps up on this. And let's do autopilot because this heading select is killing me. Let's do level change with that speed and speed it up to 250 knots. Gotta pay attention here because I've never seen it like this. Alright, here we go. That's bumpy. Wow. That is bumpy. Oh my god. I don't think I've ever seen it this bumpy. These people are getting sick up here. Wow.
Southwest 280. Turn left, proceed Ursus.
Left direct Ursus, Southwest 2806. Alright, we're going to make a left turn. And down here we can come to the legs page. Do Ursus. So he's giving us a shortcut. And that will bring on the VNAV. And wow. Look at that. Here's the airport back here. And we're going to head over to the mountains. We just take off from this airport.
Kingston, radar Jamaica 11.
And we make our way back inland. Yeah, this is a bad takeoff as far as turbulence is concerned. Okay. But he gave us a direct shortcut over the mountains. Not bad. I'll take that any day. Let's extend the range on this thing. 20-mile range. Here we go. And that's beautiful. Wow. And there's a turn. Back to Ursus. Good. At least we're clearing the mountains. That's good. Okay, we are. Alright, turbulence is under control. Not by me, but by the weather gods. And we're going to make that left turn out. That is nice. Look at that. That is beautiful. Wow. Those engine sounds are beautiful too. So he gave me climb headings just enough to clear the mountains to go on the other side of Jamaica. There she goes. I think those wing effects are a little bit overdone, but hey, I'll take it. Yeah, these mountains in Jamaica are amazing, man. And that's a city right over here, Kingston. Thank you, X Enviro. That's the downtown. Back to the airport over here. And I guess it would be bumpy coming over the mountains. Alright, 10,000 feet has been passed. We can bring the lights up. Turn off the auto. And ding the cabin. So they will know. Let me open this door. Let my cabin door open. Still bumpy. A lot bumpy. This is about the time when you would be taking out the airsick bags. Wow. No more turbulence. Smoothing itself out now. Yeah, I love this view. I don't think I've ever done the takeoff this direction before. Usually they turn us all the way back around and head. But he made us go all the way straight out and turn back. That engine sounds good. It really does. Beautiful. That's the capital city of Jamaica right there, Kingston, Jamaica, and everything else in Jamaica is just mountains. I think this might be the highest peak in Jamaica. It's called Blue Mountain Peak. I hit a screenshot of this right here. I like this. And I get another one with Kingston in the background. Alright, let's see the progress on this thing. We are still climbing out. 220, still turbulent, climbing at 270 knots, that's good. We could check pressurization, cabin is pressurizing. Cabin altitude is about 6,000 feet already. Alright, and we got the pressurization on and the cabin temperature a little bit cold. Let's warm it up just a little bit. We can do a recall check. We are good on that. So we have a direct run to Ursus. Alright, QNH set to standard. There we go. Back over to standard. Alright. We are out of Jamaica. So basically we're heading out over the ocean and then we hit Cuba, pass over Cuba, and then head down to Florida. Nikita Garasmov, welcome aboard, man. Thanks for joining the stream, I appreciate it. Hey, I need to get Fly Live. You know what? I'm going to ask a dumb question right now because I don't know. What is Fly Live, CJ? Maybe it's something that I don't realize I know, but yeah. What is Fly Live? No kidding on the turbulence. Yeah, this is the north coast of Jamaica. We took out from the south. This is the northern part. Montego Bay is all the way, way down there to find it. And in order to get those blue greenish areas around, I did on the ortho I did mask of 24. Some people go like 36 on the mask. I do default is 8, I do 24, so it cuts off way out from the shore so you can actually see the green areas of the shoreline.
This is our terminated, remain on frequency. Continue your descent.
Alright, let's check our climb out. We are good on the climb still. Extend this range.
Report level
80 miles.
Continue down to
And we're going up to, we can set the geared off.
Jamaica 119.
RTO is off. LNAV, VNAV is set. Altitude is 38,000 feet. Cabin altitude is good.
Jamaica 119.
And climbing. And the cabin temperature is good. So we're good. Good in the cabin. Yeah, here's another example of the lights on this thing. It's just nice with the bulb behind it. Looks good. And we're still bumpy. You can hear the trim wheel working. I think they can reduce the wing flex on this airplane a little bit. That's a little bit too exaggerated in my opinion. Just my opinion. But other than that, nothing to complain about, really. Nothing at all. Got a boat out here. Alright, so basically I could say that this mod, this 3.27 is working good. Absolutely. No complaints with it at all. Everything is good. These guys are just awesome, man, and deserve every accolades they get and donations they get for this plane. Because it's really good. These textures are sharp because they're 4K. The panel looks a little bit darker than normal, which is right. All the lettering and stuff is good. The reflections are good on it. And let's turn on some lights on it here. And look at the reflection on the yoke. That little brown part on the yoke here. It's reflecting off of the primary flight display, which is good. Yeah, Nikita, the atmosphere and altitude in X-Plane really shows good with the combination of the weather engine X-Enviro and the ortho scenery. Gives you the true look, feel of altitude when you're above everything. That's what I like about the ortho Jet X-Plane has, that no other sim is going to be able to touch. Let me just go to the back here real quick. I want to set up one more wing view from the back. Yeah, these cabin textures with the Southwest seats comes from whoever did the livery. So this is one of those seats I've taken in the past where I'm looking out the back and I'm just looking at the wing out the back. I would stick my head out and just get that view right there. I'm going to lock that in. It's going to be one of my wing views. So I get that one. I get that one. I get that one. Yeah. I actually have a real life picture with this wing. As a matter of fact, let me see if I could find it and show it to you guys. I have that wing view stored on a flight I did to Jamaica from Orlando. I'm gonna see if I can find it and compare it. Let me look through all my pictures and see if I can find a similar view that I had. Yeah, I'm trying to pull up a picture right now. Give me a second. I'm going to compare the two and see. So lock that wing view in your head. This is going to be a few years ago I took this picture. Come on, where are you? Am I able to find this picture? I got thousands of pictures, man. You love wing views, CJ? Yeah, wing views are good things. That's what we see as passengers. We're used to seeing that. We're used to just staring out the window and looking at everything outside. That's why we like wing views. I promise you guys, I will find it one way or the other. Can't find it. Yeah, but that's a original seating view that I had before on one of my flights, definitely. Alright, we got Cuba coming up off the coast here. You can barely see it. Just barely. There it is. You could probably pick it up on the radar. There it is. Let's lock that right there and see. And give me 2 seconds here, guys. I'll be right back. Alright, thanks for your patience. Alright, we are at cruise altitude, so we can turn off the fasten seatbelt signs. Let's do that. Passengers can get up and walk around.
Jamaica 119er, expect the VOR during the approach 180.
Yeah, let's make some announcements to these passengers here. Let them know that they can walk around the cabin.
Southwest 2806, United States, Unicorn
122.8, thanks very much for your service. Southwest 2806, good day.
We really appreciate you choosing to fly with Southwest this morning. Hope you enjoy the
Yeah, I think I have ortho scenery for Cuba also. Yeah, definitely do. And that's what you're looking at, which is pretty nice. I don't think you can get a high zoom level for Cuba, but it's good enough. See the coast of Cuba coming up right there.
Kingston Radar Jamaica 19 is back 3000.
Jamaica 119, Roger. You are for the DOR 2808. Descended to the altitude and report on track.
Alright, so I want you guys to compare. Look at that picture there with Southwest, and I'm going to show you an actual real picture that I took on a flight. Look at that.
Jamaica 119, you're clear.
Compare that picture, right? That's a real picture in real life, from Orlando to Jamaica. And compare that wind view right there. That is pretty good. That is pretty awesome, I have to say. I think there's a little bit more curve in the actual wing flex of the real 737. Yeah. Yeah. It's got a curve to it. See, this curves up just a little bit. And then you compare that to the sim right now. Sim is a little bit straight, but other than that, that's beautiful. That is ridiculously close to real life. Yeah. So, goes to show this sim is as accurate as you can get it, man. Absolutely. Spot on. Good deal. Cuba Ortho is not bad. There's a city right there. Look at Cuba. Cuba. Nice. Nice out. Mountain range back in Cuba. Let's see what it looks like from the air. I just love Ortho. Ortho just works. CJ, you're saying Fly Live is the banner that displays the flight info like my stream. I see. You know what? Okay, definitely. I need to get that. I do have, what's the name of the program? It's the OBS, forgot the name of it. It's got all that functions in here. Just haven't been able to use it or program it yet. So, I'm going to get that. I like to have information on the flight, so yeah, that's going to be my upcoming projects, is to get some Fly Live information on here. Fly Live. Is that a free service I could sign up for? CJ, let me know. Our brother Delgadillo, what's up, man? Welcome aboard. Thanks for joining me on this stream. We are rocking the brand new Zibo 3.27, and it's pretty good so far. You know, everything in it is good. The FMOD side was good. If you guys notice, you don't have that lady saying I know all over again, over and over again. She's actually pretty good. So they did remedy that cabin sound for the interior. I like that. Oh, cool. So you got a tutorial on the Fly Live on your stream? All right, I'm going to look it up when I'm done. See if I can set it up. I appreciate it. Thanks a lot. I need to definitely add that to my stream. And a tutorial is always appreciated and welcome. It's good to have a tutorial and stuff like this. So I will check it out when I'm done with the stream here today. Oh, we got moisture. Huh. I know there shouldn't be rain, but we got some moisture. I don't see any clouds. Should I take a chance and not put on wing ice? We'll see. Let me check something here in the legs page. Make sure we have the proper altitude and crossing restrictions for the arrival into Fort Lauderdale, which is the what's the arrival there again? Was the decal 5 arrival. Gotta check that and make sure. And it's gonna be runway 28. Set that up here real quick too. Alright, so no more moisture on the windshield. That's good. So all we have now is clear ocean all the way into South Florida. So that's going to be good. Ravnar Houghton, how you doing, man? Sorry, Ravnar Houghton. How you doing? Thanks for joining the stream. I appreciate it. How many times did you go to Jamaica? Many times. I'm actually Jamaican, so I was born in Jamaica. So yeah, I go back a lot, man. I go to Jamaica a whole lot. I love it. It's beautiful. Beautiful country. Bad politicians, but beautiful country. Brandon Baxter, man, welcome aboard. How you doing? Thanks for joining. Thanks for watching. For you guys just joining me, let me go through this cockpit one more time with my observations. This is the 4K textures in the cockpit, and it's got the lighting on the lights that are lit up. If you could tell, is very beautiful. I keep talking about it. I just got the bulb behind the panels. Same thing with the lighting here and the lighting on the auto brake. The panels have changed. The lettering texture is super sharp, and it just works good. And that's just part of many things that's in this new update. Just looking at this panel by itself just makes me go, so detailed. It's really good.
Kingston radar Jamaica 119 passing Goran.
Jamaica 119, Roger, cleared and runway 08.
Officer to land and wind pound Jamaica 119.
I think they changed the texture right here. I'm looking at it at a close-up. That looks really realistic for a cockpit. Look at the texture in, yeah, this molding right here. That's nice also. I was saying that the only thing I didn't like was the PBR reflection on some of these things, including the seat. That's wrong. Not sure if it's my graphics card that's doing it or something else. But other than that, it's all good. I think I read the change in what they did, and they also modeled the stick shaker that wasn't there before. among other things. So. Renar, you're born in Jamaica also? Well, big up yourself, yard man. You know it go already. Welcome aboard, man. Absolutely. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah, I was born in Linstead, St. Catherine in Jamaica. So, I'm a Linstead man, I'm a countryman. Bill Clinton is a rapist. I've seen you around, man. Welcome aboard. How you doing? Thanks for joining me on the stream. You can see many potential fishes that can be replaced with cigars. The gear lever is just the perfect size to put. You know what? I'm not even going to go there with you, Bill Clinton is a rapist, but welcome aboard, man. I've seen you on many other streams before, so hey, thanks. And if you guys just joined me for the first time, don't be afraid to hit that like and subscribe button. I appreciate it anytime. And you guys will always get notification when I'm streaming or when I'm about to stream. So hey, thanks for being a part of the stream here as we check out the 3.27 on the Zibo. Alright, we are over the main line of Cuba right now. Yes, we are. Oh, you're born in Maypen? Ravar? Yeah, I know where Maypen is. Right outside of Spanish Town. Been to Maypen maybe once or twice. But good for you. Good, good, good. Alright, let's check on the progress right now. We got 250 miles to go to top of descent. 2220 Zulu. So we're going to be descending in about 30 minutes here. Infinite Aviation, welcome aboard. How you doing? Thanks for joining the stream. I'm streaming if only 3 subs from 300. Hey, you know, gotta start somewhere. And Bill Clinton's a rapist. Thanks for the subscription. Thanks for subscribing to the channel. We look forward to your always witty comments in chat, and appreciate you joining the stream. Thank you. Renar, I don't use Instagram at all, man. Unfortunately. Well, not yet. I might get on it later on, but I'm only using for my flight sim. I'm on Twitter, but I haven't even publicized my Twitter yet. My Twitter handle. Let's bump up this to 0.80 on the speed. Cruise slash 0.80. Let's speed it up, make up some time here. There we go. Ooh, what phone is ringing? Give me 1 second, guys. Do apologize. My phone's ringing. Didn't silence it. 1 moment. There we go. I'm back with you guys. Yeah, to silence my phone there. But we are good now. We are good to go. Okay, everything is ringing now. I do apologize. Give me 1 moment. Hey guys, sorry about that. So just had a call from my wife, and she got on an airplane today and said it's one of the worst flights she's ever had. Plane, she was on an 800, and it was so bad that day I ended up having to call ambulance for a couple of passengers when they landed in their destination. People were freaking out and stuff. She said the captain came out of the cockpit and he was flush. His face was flush because it was bumpy the entire flight, but the landing in the destination was even worse. I think they probably had a wind shear or some crap. They didn't go around though. There was no go around on the flight, but she said it was bad, and she flies a lot. So she's not freaking out anymore, but during the flight she was like, yeah, this is it. We're going to go. But I told her, I'm like, hey, good thing you're flying on a 737-800. I think they have a 800 max she was on. So there's bad weather going up and down the eastern seaboard in the United States right now. So hey, we'll see what kind of weather we have landing in Fort Lauderdale here in our sim compared to real life, man, I tell you. Ravenar, you said you've seen all my videos. Thanks for watching, man. Yeah, try to make them fun. Try to interact with you guys in chat and do the different or decent flights or good flights that I can find to do. I try to make it interesting as possible, put it that way. Let me lock in this view right here. Yeah, thanks CJ. Yep, glad she made it safely too. But that's part of the flying experience, you know. This summertime in the United States is very bad with turbulence and thunderstorms and things like that. See, look at that. Hitting some turbulence here ourselves right there. Going over Cuba at 38,000 feet. Yeah, it's bumpy. So, it looks like I lost my sound card on my computer. I can't hear anything. I can hear the sound over stream, but I can't hear it coming through my speakers. Did I blow my speakers? Interesting. I was hearing it before. Yeah, Alberto. It's definitely probably was stressful for everybody. If they had to call an ambulance for a few people, you know it was bad. You know it definitely had to be bad. You know, and normally when I fly, I don't mind turbulence within a certain reasonable degree. I like moderate turbulence. Light turbulence, fine. Moderate turbulence, fine. Severe turbulence is what wakes me up. Like, I'll sleep through moderate turbulence. I will actually literally go take a sleep. I like it. It's like rocks you to sleep. Severe turbulence comes on, I wake up like, okay, now I'm up, now I'm paying attention. Fly all the time, Ravar? Yeah, I can imagine. Alright, we're going to be clearing the coast of Cuba here and heading out back into the Caribbean Ocean, or the Atlantic Ocean, I think. Yeah, Atlantic, and head over to Florida. Florida. It's pretty cool. Alright, Mach 0.80, cruise is good, cabin temperature is good. Gotta do these cursory checks every now and again, make sure you're not killing or freezing your passengers back there. And I think this is alright. Everybody's cool and good. I'm gonna check my computer sound card here for a sec. Give me a sec here, because I'm not hearing a sound from it. Give me one moment here, guys. Alright, perfect. I got my sound back on my computer. Not sure what happened. I was hoping that it wasn't that power outage or power surge that knocked out my computer, but we're good to go. We are back in business. I can hear, you can hear, everybody can hear. So, we're all set. I love looking at the coastline when I look at the orthophoto scenery. But I can't zoom because of X and Vira, but I love the coastline. It just makes it look so real. And it looks like the passenger chatter in the back is better than it was before. No more repeated sounds. Ravar, trying to get in the morning just to fly to Jamaica with my dad. What are you taking? You taking JetBlue, Southwest, American, or Delta to Jamaica, Ravar? Which one of those you normally fly? I kind of love this old school Southwest interior. It looks like leather, even though we know it wasn't. That's not bad at all. I like that. It is good. I can't believe I actually know most or all these buttons in this cockpit now. I remember the first time I looked at the 737, I was like, what the hell are all those things? Now I can actually identify most or all of them. So when I fly for real, I can like stand there for a minute and look at everything and go, yep, I know what that is. Remember as a kid I would just stand here and like look at the panel up here going, man, how do I remember all these buttons? I would get confused. I would need a PhD to figure this stuff out. And actually we really know what most of this stuff is about now. Just by a desktop computer simulator we can figure this stuff out. That's nice. American Airlines is a ghost plane? Really? Never heard that before. They should do that for all deliveries. Yeah, they should. They should definitely do the interior for all deliveries, CJ. It would make it nice. So that's why you fly the commercial airlines, to get familiar with the cockpit configuration. Don't laugh, man. You could say lol all you want. You might just end up being that simulator hero who saved like a whole bunch of people because the pilots pass out from eating bad crew meal. It's just fun to know all this stuff and to know what goes on behind a real jetliner, you know. And you're right about always wanting to fly commercial airplanes. I bought the DA-62 and I was going to be flying that on stream all the time, and it's like they're nice, it's fun to fly, but just the commercial airlines and the complexity that you have to do to set it up and go through just makes you want to fly them all the time, you know. It just makes you want to fly these things all the time. Yeah, I was going to buy the SSG E195 and fly it on stream. It's a commercial airplane. But this update made me not get it, at least not now, but I'll get it soon. I'll get it and fly that. But I gotta familiarize myself with it too. Alright, time to start bringing up my approach charts and see what it is that we're going to be expecting going into Fort Lauderdale with the cruise and the weather and things like that, and start setting it up. Alright, let's pull up some charts here and see what we got. Go. Actually, that is too big. Let me just reduce the size of that. Give me 1 sec. That's more like it. I don't have Simlink on, no problem. So we're going to be going into Fort Lauderdale. If you guys don't use Navigraph, you definitely are missing out. And we're going to be landing on the Decal 5 arrival, which is pretty simple. CJ, does PPLs count? Hey, you never know, man. It's flight time. You could try. Alright, the Decal 5, this is Fort Lauderdale Hollywood International right here. And we're coming from Ursus. So we're going to go north on Ursus to the ZBV. Then to Decal, where it says turbojets expect clearance to cross at 250 knot, 6,000 or 5,000. Okay, and then we're going to be picking up 28 right, which is this runway right here, the right hand side. So we're not going to go inland, we're just going to come across and land on 28 right. As far as the weather is right now, we'll definitely check and make sure. So it's very, very, very simple arrival on it. And then we're landing on 28 right. And 28 right is pretty much starts at Wicker, Yobus, and then we're landing, actually that's 28 left. Nope, let's take that off. We want the right hand side because that's what Southwest Gates is on the right side. Yeah. So 28 right is this one right here. And we're going to go to Jumar and Snape, and we're landing. Land altitude is 7 foot off Florida sea level basically. And the decision height is 257 feet, so we got to check the weather, make sure that it's above 257 feet. Else we're going to have to auto land this thing, because we don't want to go around. And then if we have to go around, we make a right turn, pick up the 305 radar out of Fort Lauderdale, and we'll vector ourselves back and come back. So that's going to be our approach and landing in Fort Lauderdale. And then 28 right is this runway over here. And the Southwest Terminal is here. This is a new part of the Southwest Terminal right here. They just added. It's a beautiful terminal. And this is 28 right, so we can do auto brake 2 and maybe go down to Delta and come back, or Quebec. Probably not going to make Quebec, maybe Delta. Come back and taxi on taxiway Bravo or Charlie or Tango all the way up here. So that is our approach briefing. So the altitude restrictions, we're going to do 5,000 at decal. 5,250 knots at decal. So that's what we're going to have to expect. So that's it. That's our approach briefing. We could start plugging in some of these things here real quick. And Black Knight, thank you, sir. You are my designated co-pilot as usual, coming in with the weather. And let's see what it says. Fort Lauderdale 060 Zulu. I'm sorry, 0053 Zulu. We have 240 at 14 knots. So we're gonna have not a headwind because we're landing at 280, but off to the left, off the nose at 14 knots. 10-mile visibility. Few clouds 4,500. Few clouds 8,000. Broken 25,000. Temperature 29, altimeter 2990. Perfect, thank you, sir. So let's do 29. Let's check this to inches. 2990 is what we're gonna set up. Perfect. Let's come over here and do that. All right, so that's good. So we have the altimeter in. We got the wind. We got the temperature. So we are definitely doing 28 right. Top of the descent is coming up. Before it comes up, let's make sure we're crossing decal. We're going to do 6,000 at decal. So let's adjust this. 250, 6,000. Enter that. Clear that. Alright, perfect. That's good. And let's come down to our ILS. We said we are going to be landing on 28 right. Alright, so for 28 right, the ILS frequency is going to be 110.7. Let's put that in. And the course is going to be 276. Sweet deal. And that's in. And then our decision height is 257 feet. We could set that here. Whoop, went too fast. 230, 257. Perfect. And then we can go to auto brake 2 because we can want to stop and get off the runway real quick. Let's go to init ref and see what landing speed we're going to do. Let's do flap 30. 138 is on the speed. And 110.7, 277. 1 degree off. So that's it. We're going to be landing at 138 plus 5, 143 landing speed. Good. We're coming up on top of the descent. Let us reduce our MCP altitude down to flight level 240 initially, and then we can continue that here. Sweet. Sweet, sweet, sweet. So the weather's not bad in Fort Lauderdale. 14 knot wind coming off the left side of the nose. Cloud should be 4,500, so below 4,000 we should have visual of the runway, so we can do a visual landing and have to rely on the ILS, so that's good. And we can do a recall check before we descend. That's good. Here's a turn. And check out the light, guys. On the recall, see the bulb behind the master caution, the yellow master caution? Look at that. That's an improved texture. You got like the glue marks here for it. Ah, beautiful. And our land altitude on the runway is like 7 feet. We'll set it to 50. Good. Let's do one more flyby before we start our descent. Nice. Alright, let's let the captain tell these people that we're going to be starting down here.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have started our descent. I have turned the seatbelt sign back on. I'd like to ask you to please return to your seats. Buckle up for the short duration of the flight. We really appreciate you choosing to fly with Southwest this morning. Hope you enjoy the trip. Have a great week. Please come back and see us again real soon.
Alright, and our VNAV profile should be coming down now. Absolutely love this airplane. Love this update to it also. To be honest, unless the RG mod can come up with something more, I mean, this is good. Alright, so the speed's coming back because the engines are throttled down. And we're going to pick up the VNAV path here in a second over here. All they have to do is get rid of this PBR reflection on a lot of these things. Dial it back a tad, and we are going to be good. Here comes our VNAV path. The airplane's going to nose over and start descending. There she goes. Sweet. Come on, load in. Why do we have full throttle? We shouldn't. No. Turn off the auto throttle. Something happened there. It went full throttle for some reason. Not sure why. Drag is required. Yes, it is. A little bit of drag can come out. Just like that. Let's do full drag. Huh. I think I found a bug. Panels are not animated for the drag. Interesting. Speed's coming back. Doesn't my speed brakes work? Yeah, speed brake handle is out. Okay, yeah, they're up a little bit. Not as much as they used to be. Unless they came out slowly. Yeah, I think they're out. It's just the angle. Let me just see something real quick. They're out, but they're barely out for full drag. Maybe that's real, I don't know. It's out though. Alright, speed's good. Let's do this. Kick the auto throttle back on. That should maintain our speeds. Well, we're on the descent profile, so that's good. Thanks, CJ. Yeah, guys, go ahead and hit that like button. So how much you like the stream. Appreciate you guys watching, though. Thank you. I'm gonna have to develop like some night bot so we can remind you guys to hit that like button when you're watching the stream. Yeah, but the fly live definitely I'm gonna get CJ. Alberto, you say I might have it on random failures. I hope not. I'm not gonna mess with it right now, but we'll see. Daniel Jensen, what's up, man? Welcome aboard. Thanks for catching me on the stream today. Appreciate it. We are descending into Fort Lauderdale here from Kingston, Jamaica. Had a pretty interesting bumpy flight coming out of Kingston over the mountains. Looks very good. Looked very good. But we're good to go. Now we're just completely over the ocean and descending down into Fort Lauderdale with some not bad weather. Not like it was earlier here, so we're good to go. Thank you, CJ. Appreciate that. Alright, still on VNAV pad and decal coming up. That's our crossing restriction. Start of our star there. Range on this is good. Awesome. And we have a little bit of turbulence. Just a little bit. Yeah, X-Enviro is not messing around with this turbulence model, man. Bill Clinton the rapist. He got 10 likes and now time for a cigar. Man. You want a fat one, huh? A fat Cuban cigar. That's what I meant. Yeah, it's getting more bumpy out. You know what? Did I install no, you know what I have? I have XP Realistic. I gotta install that. I uninstalled it before. I'm gonna add back XP Realistic in this thing. Alright, we can reduce our altitude down to 10,000 now, because we got clearance to do so. Fort Lauderdale ground is on, that's it. So we'll talk to him when we land. Ground is 121.4. We have no approach though. Alright, and let's bring on the fasten seatbelt sign so we don't forget to do that. Have these passengers take their seats. Daniel, the new flight model on takeoff roll, it was pretty manageable. And I did hand flight for a little bit there, but it was very turbulent, so I turned on the autopilot. I'm gonna take over the autopilot on this as soon as I establish on the localizer. I'm gonna hand fly it in and see how the flight model feels, and I'll let you know. So stick around for a little bit and we'll check out and see what the flight model is all about when we're landing in Fort Lauderdale. I'm gonna hand fly it and land it. Probably take it at about maybe no, I don't want to say 5,000 feet, maybe like 1,000 feet above. We'll see. Yeah, Black Knight, that's what I was talking. The flight detent, prevents it from coming all the way up like when you're landing, but it should extend a little bit more, and it did in the previous model, so that's something to watch out for. I'm not sure. you know, but did come out a little bit. Alright, let me just make sure from Jumar to Snape, decal Jumar Snape. Let me just go back to the plan mode here and see how it lines up from Jumar to Snape. I think it's gonna be alright. Let's go to previous page. So ZBV to decal, then to Jumar. Perfect. So the intercept angle for the runway 28 localizer at Jumar is gonna be perfect. And we gotta intercept Jumar at or below 2,500 to get the ILS. Alright, we're good to go. Yes, we are going to be okay. Map mode and extend the range again. And we are past transition altitudes. Let's go over and click over. Good. And we got little islands out there. I think that's Bimini. Yep, I think that is Bimini here. And the Bahamas. Could be wrong. I think that's what's coming up. Now it's getting bumpy again. Little bumps here and there going in. Yep, I was right. It is Bimini. Right here. So we're going to ZBV, which is Bimini. That little island is what we saw. And a little bigger island here. So we're going to fly right over the Bahamas, make a left turn, and go in to Fort Lauderdale over here. Yeah, nice. Let's see that again. Yeah, that's the Bahamas, Bimini. Perfect. Ravar, don't crash the plane. Nah, man. I'll try not to, but I'm gonna hand fly to see how it feels. Can we get a full analysis based on your flight after landing? Yeah, no problem, CJ. I will run through this thing once again once we get on the ground here safely and tell you guys what my opinion is of the 3.27 update. 121.4. Let me just do ground real quick so we can listen to him. Those clouds look awesome. X-Enviro does look good. I gotta give it credit for that. Alright, coming up 10,000, we're gonna go all the way down to 6,000 feet, which is the restriction at decal. And then from that we go down to 2,500 to pick up the localizer. Pretty straightforward approach, I would say. Got traffic off to my right, 23 miles out. Won't be able to see him, but he should be somewhere over here. And he is heading south at 1,600 feet below me. 1,500 feet below me, yeah. VNAV path is good on this thing. It is holding up solidly, I should say. at the same altitude. That's why the diamond is solid, but he's way, way off to my right side here, so no chance of seeing him. Alright, here goes the left over Bimini. Yep. Nice. Alright, let's pay attention. And at 10,000, slow down to 240 knots. Speed's coming back good, and then we'll start the descent, and he's gone. Alright, we can bring on the fixed lights for now, and then we'll bring on the retractable later on. So we're at 10,000 feet. Ding the cabin. Alright. Look at that sunlight reflection in the engines. God, I love X-Plane. X-Plane is the sim, folks. It is the sim if you don't have it. Definitely is. Riv, are you talking about a little camera box of myself in the left corner of the screen? I thought about it. I don't know, man. Sometimes I'm pretty scruffy. I don't want anybody to see me when I'm flying. Or I'm like picking my nose or something. But yeah, it's something to come later on. I will. Alright, so we're still on profile. Man, this VNAV is holding up good. I gotta tell you. Better than the IXCG, I have to say. And I hate to say, but it's true. Let's see here. Yeah. Wow, look at the sun reflection off the ocean here. Very nice. Very, very nice. One thing with this particular approach in Fort Lauderdale, you get to see land at the last minute, really. They need to turn off some of these PBRs. Still bumpy out. Oh yeah, it is turbulent. Alright, so we'll make our 6,000 at decal, and then we'll go down to 2,500 at Jumar. Has me at 2,000. We'll make it 2,500. Execute. Clear that. Good to go. And let's get our clearance down to 2,500. Sweet. This is CJ. You're saying that's exactly why you haven't done a camera yet? So you could just sit in front of your computer and just look any way terrible you want. Tore up t-shirt. Unkept hair. Me and my mustache or beard. Wing flex gotta be fixed. Absolutely, it's a little too much there, but hey. Alright, we made our 6,000. We're going to go to 2,500. Should make the right turn and then pick up the localizer at a perfect angle. Alright, here goes a turn. Alright, so we did have clouds at 4,500 and the ceiling was what? No shave, no cut, right, CJ? The lowest cloud was 4,500 over the airport and at 8,000 here, so we'll see if that holds up. Yeah, wait, Ravar, way too much wing flex right now as I see it. That's a little bit too much, almost cartoonish. So I'm going to jump on the org forum and give my feedback about this, but that looks a little bit too much in my opinion. Should be a little stiffer than that. We got traffic above us at 4,800 feet, 5,000 feet. He's climbing, looks like, coming towards us. Alright, looks like we have the glide slope and we're below the glide, which is good. So we're fine there. See, so much flex that the engine is flexing too. That's not right. See, a little bit too much, and that could be X Enviro. Let's see, settings, turbulence. Let me just reduce my turbulence down to like 60%. Maybe that will help. I don't know. That's the plan. All right. Yeah, it's not right. Too much. Oh yeah, Daniel. Yeah, I do have that new terrain radar and FMOD sound, and yes. It is working fine. The FMOD definitely is working good. Terrain radar I have on, you know, it works, so yeah, thank you. But I did update all three.
Flight attendants, please prepare the cabin for landing.
Sorry. Alright, localizer is here. We can arm the VRR loc. And we'll pick it up at a good intersect angle.
1,000 to go.
Tried turning XMR to like 15. It works pretty good there on the turbulence settings. That's why I keep the previous until it fixed the wing flex and speed brake animation. I got you. Okay, a couple of things you said. X Enviro settings. Keep it on like 15 you said. No problem. We'll try that. And then HE simulation, you're saying you're going to keep the previous version until they fix the flex and the speed brake animation. I got you, man. I did make a backup of the other one. I have it just in case, but you know, I thought I would try this one out just to see. But you know, knowing Zibo, he's gonna have this thing knocked out and fixed in no time. All right, we're gonna come up our final altitude before we intercept the ILS and the localizer. Here comes the turn for the loc. Okay, so localizer is captured. That's good. And we...
2500.
All right. So we're approximately like 10 miles out or 50 miles out. Let's arm the approach mode. Good there. And I do see lights.
2500.
And landing speed is going to be 138. Alright, let's start slowing it down here to 180 knots. Let's turn the lights on. Now let's go continuous. We can barely see Fort Lauderdale or Miami. It's like in an overcast haze. And let's bring the speed all the way back. Bring the flaps out. And let's bring the gears out to slow it down. And we can turn on the taxi lights. Good to go. So bring it back to 145. Is that's going to be our final landing speed? Let's do it and bring that back. Continue to roll out the gears. Slow it down. Ooh, we're gonna overspeed the flaps almost. And we're gonna do the flap 25 and flap 30 for final. Almost overspeed it. Alright, we're rolling out to flap 30. Speed still coming back. Flaps out. We got land coming up. And let's pay attention to landing this bird. One more flyby. Here we go. Alright, gear down. 3 greens. Auto brake set. Speed brake is armed. 1,000
feet stabilized, Mr. Perch, altitude set.
I'm gonna take over here. It's bumpy, but let me hand fly it. And turn off the auto throttle. Good to go. My airplane. And we're gonna see if we can manually land this thing, see how it feels. I haven't landed on 2.8 right in a very long time. Our terminal is gonna be off to the left here, so we gotta get the brakes on this thing as quick as we can. Alright, we got 1 right, 2 reds. A little bit of trim here, get the nose up a little bit.
500.
Alright, speed's good.
Approaching minimums.
Landing.
300.
A little bit high.
Minimums. 200.
Speed's good.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Alright, keep the nose up. We're down. Reverses can come out. Auto brakes in. Slowing down nicely.
80 knots.
Auto brake off. Go to manual braking. Slow it down. Not bad. And we can turn off the taxiway right here.
Welcome for your comfort and safety. The safety nose mounts remain seated with your seatbelts fastened. Seat backs and tray tables in the full upright lock position. All your cabins stowed. Till the aircraft arrives at gate. Captain Gary turns the seatbelt sign on. Use caution when you open the overhead bin. Sign in place there may have shifted during flight. Could fall out. And a lot of you may be making connections
Perfect. Alright, rolled off the runway. Let's first thing first start at the APU. 1, 2, 3. Gonna go over to the second taxiway, turn off these lights. Turn off the landing lights. And turn off the strobe. And we can turn off the pitot heat. Perfect. Alright, here we are. Gonna taxi all the way back to our gate on taxiway Bravo here. Sweet deal. Can turn off the auto brake, which worked flawlessly. And we can bring up our flaps. Those are coming in. Good. Pay attention here. Sorry. And we can watch our flaps coming up on the leading edge flaps is coming in. And we'll do some nice southwest taxi and get all the way back to our gate. 27 knots on a taxiway. Let's slow it down. That's more like it. Nicely done, nicely done. Ah, she's a beaut. She is beautiful. Woo! We can turn off the clock also. 1 hour, 30-minute flight. 1:30, 1:55 to be exact. And here we go. Passing the American gate, Air Canada, Air Tran, and all the way down to Southwest Gate right there. Tag CJ, trail of butter down the runway. I'm not sure about butter, but hey, I'll take it. Gens can come over. APU bleed can come on. And go one more up on the flap and bring in the leading edge. There we go. Stowed. Nice. You like that wing view, huh? Pretty good. First Officer Phil, what's up, man? Welcome. Yeah, your videos are getting awesome. Your videos, if you guys haven't seen First Officer Phil's videos, they're getting very good. I have to say I like them. Let's turn here and get one of the gates up here. That last video you did was good. I liked it a lot. And we're going to take the next gate here on the left. Yeah, some of these things in this airport I actually put in myself. I used overlay editor to put in the Southwest baggage handlers and the Southwest catering truck and stuff. Yeah, I put those in myself, and a couple of moving traffics, plus the auto gate I put in here myself. There is no good pairware for current version of Fort Lauderdale, so I put in the auto gate and some other things using overlay editor. And I'm going to build up this airport some more. Put in the new Southwest gate that's here. Alright, let's follow this guy. Come on. Yep, there we go. Perfect. Parking brake on. Cut engine 1. Cut engine 2. And here comes the jet bridge. Listen to those engines spool down. And let's turn off the fast seatbelt sign. Turn off the anti-collision to off. There we go. And we can turn off the window heat too. Nicely done indeed. Alright. We are here. We made it. And we can do the auto flight here. Turn off the taxi lights. Almost forgot that.
All rise. Flight attendants, please prepare your doors for early arrival Los Angeles.
Welcome, guys. Welcome to Fort Lauderdale International Airport from Kingston, Jamaica. Thank you guys for joining me. Woohoo! We made it all in one piece. All right, I should share this airport when I'm done. This is a freeware, of course, from Laminar on their site, and I added a couple things to it. Static airplanes I added in, all the Southwest planes. The auto gates I added in with the so there's another terminal here now. There's a new terminal they built in this section. I'm going to add that on here soon with more gates and then go from there. I'm using orthophoto scenery on this airport and it's not bad at all. And let's do some replay, then I'll run through. Let me do disconnect from Xenviro. You can see Miami down here in the distance in the clouds, but the ortho is nice here. It really is nice. So let's do a replay after landing, and then we'll talk about the plane for a little bit and see what we think about it. Where are we? Here we are, coming in. Let's do a wing view first. HE Simulation, you're saying you hope to fly the 800 MAX tomorrow night to Vegas? Hopefully, man. Hopefully you'll get that. Can do the replay. Here's the replay of the landing. See if I bounce it, if they fix the bounced-in thing. No, it bounced a little bit. I could tell. The animation worked. Yes, it did. Look at the FedEx over there. Nice. And the GA parking. That worked. You'll be watching HD Sim if you stream it? Absolutely. Alright, let's take it from the other wing and see what that looks like coming over. Let me take it from all the way over the ocean. I like that. All of that is the port of Fort Lauderdale coming up over here. Oh, look at the ocean view. Here's the other wing view here. Got the slats out on it. We got land coming up. Oh, look at that. Man, orthophoto just makes this thing look so much better. That's so real right there. This is exactly what it looks like. See all the ships out there? Nice. There he goes. Nice. Reverses out. Can you hear those reverses screaming? Alright, let's back it up again and do one of my favorite views. The runway. See how this one looks. Yeah, those old Airbus callouts in St. Martin's are ridiculous, First Officer Phil. I did like that. Absolutely. Absolutely. Keep making them, man. Keep making them. I might just make you make a promo video for me, to be honest. I'm thinking about it. Here she comes. Look at the lights, how it's just... The light that it casts with the reflection. Got that crosswind going, so nose into the wind, a little bit of bounce. Yeah. All right, I'll take that. That's better. That's better. I'll take that. Let me do one more from this angle. Yeah, see how the lights have the light glare on it? Never seen that before. That is, I don't know what if that's environment, the plane itself, but that looks good. That looks just beautiful. I'm trying to stabilize it right there. A little bit of wind kicked on me. Yes. Man, I can't believe we get to do this. These things are just getting so much more realistic as time goes by. Tower. All right, last one from the tower, and then what time is it? 10:13. We probably can kick a short flight. Let's do this one right here. Watch this one come over the ocean. 89% better on the bounce fix. I think so. Or it could be the pilot that's causing that bounce. Could be the pilot that did that bounce. Yeah, First Officer Phil, I'm going to think up a couple of things here and see what I can do for our intro promo. Because I like your videos. They're good. Bring it in. Bring it in. It was a 14 knot wind coming off the nose here. So. Yep. Not bad. There goes the reversers out. Speed brakes are out. And it was slowing down really nice. All right. So